That's how I ended up going to Hungary. The Turner painting was the original, without a shadow of a doubt. That news gave me hope the other paintings might still be around. But it didn't make me forget that my days are numbered. I thought that I could escape death by leaving New York, but I actually ended up going to meet it. Friedland, the man who was arrested in possession of the painting, was found dead in his cell. His face was warped by fear. He left the message, "He's coming to kill me," in Hungarian on a wall. I was able to look at his file. In his file, I found a strip of paper covered with a random jumble of letters. I'm not sure I can do anything with it, but if I try to make sense of it, at least I'll be able to get my mind off things. So when the director told me about another painting that may never have left England, I didn't think twice about continuing what would surely be my last trip ever. Wamberger Manor. Hello, I'm Ellen Cross from the Metropolitan. You must be the professor's former assistant.
I'm Adam Stoker. Welcome to Wamberger Manor. I've been told that one of the missing works has been found. Is that right?
Yes, it's wonderful news. The paintings were most likely stolen before the ship sank. That means we could actually find the other paintings sooner or later. The director told me that you have information on one of the pieces of the collection.
Absolutely. I looked through the professor's documents. They indicate that he was to send 16 paintings, not the 15 paintings we originally thought. But I don't have any information on this painting in particular. It would be easier if you look at the list yourself. It's on Wamberger's desk on the second floor. But you probably want to get settled first. The late professor's bedroom is the first door on the right on the second floor. You'll like it. There's a wonderful view. I'm just across the hall, but I promise I won't bother you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Stoker.
Call me Adam.
All right, Adam. I'll settle down and look at the list of the paintings. Stoker? Are you related to Bram Stoker?
Yes, he was my great-grandfather.
Is your coming to Whitby just a coincidence?
To tell you the truth, not really. If my great-grandfather hadn't chosen this place to give birth to Dracula, I might never have come here. But I mostly came for the opportunity to work with Professor Wamberger.
I understand. He was a great collector. He was very interested in your great-grandfather's work, and in everything supernatural, actually. Since you knew the professor very well, do you know why he wanted to bequeath his collection to our museum in particular?
He didn't have any heirs, and I think he knew your director and liked his work. I think that his passion for painting started to wane with time, too.
I see.
Oh, one more thing. I have to give some paperwork to the notary public who's taking care of the professor's inheritance. In case you want to call me, I've left the notary's number near the telephone.
Great, thanks. I need a container. This is an old phonograph for listening to recordings on wax cylinders. Sleeping pills. Maybe Wamberger had something to be worried about. Adam was right. The last work is not on my list. The work doesn't have a name, but it's the only work that does have a reference number. A307. That might be a call number for a book. The lower shelf is labeled 8. The lower shelf is labeled 8. The lower shelf is labeled 8. This is where I should find the book labeled A307. I hope that the two books have just switched places. I can't be that far off. I can't be that far off. I can't be that far off. A guide to building model ships. Maybe Wamberger made models. The Dark Key. That's a memorable name for a ship. F405. Well, that looks like a new call number. A model ship, like in the model building book. A ladder is blocking the passage. Vladovist. Oh, that sounds familiar. 2517. Wamberger definitely wrote these numbers down for a reason. This is where all the call numbers beginning with F are. I must be getting closer. This is where all the call numbers beginning with F are. I must be getting closer. It looks like the shelves are numbered from top to bottom. At least I figured that one out. The lower shelf is labeled 8. Dracula by Bram Stoker. I need the key. Wamberger really had a lot of secrets. I have to find a way to light up this room. I'll have to change the fuses. The library. Wamberger had to monitor access to his secret office. There's something different about the manor. I don't remember seeing this statue. I could go take a look at it.
This painting is oppressive. I feel that it's watching my every move. I'm sure that he can see me. I don't know how my father could keep it so close to him all those years. As much as I hate it, I can't bring myself to destroy it. My father was convinced that this painting would bring about his downfall. Apparently, the Metropolitan Museum is interested in some paintings from my collection. If I give them the portrait, it will probably end up gathering dust in their vast reserve collection. And wouldn't that be the best hiding place? Lose it in a mass of other far more famous works. He won't think of looking for it there, and I'll finally be at peace.
If I can trust this recording, the mystery painting is a portrait, a very special one. But I'm not sure if I can trust the professor's reasoning anymore. The professor must have spilled his ink bottle. It's illegible. But I think I can make a solution to remove the stain. This letter is probably about the tomb of Wamberger's parents. I'm writing to you. You'll have to start the paperwork for renewing the burial plot of your parents, the Wambergers, soon. Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domine et lux perpetua luceat eis. Adam might have an idea about where this engraving is.
Edward Smith, Assistant Notary. How can I help you?
I'd like to speak with Adam Stoker. He said that I could call him at your office.
Ellen, is everything okay?
Yes, don't worry, but I made an astonishing discovery. A secret room behind the library.
Are you pulling my leg?
No, nothing could be farther from the truth. It's like a small office. From there, Wamberger looked over the manor with security cameras.
Well, isn't that nice? I'm sure it was to protect his collection.
Probably. Do you know what this means? Requiem aeternam dona eis, Domine et lux perpetua luceat eis.
Wait. Grant them eternal rest, O Lord, and let perpetual light shine upon them. Is that how it goes?
Yes, I think so. I think it's a prayer. This quote is engraved somewhere. I'm seeing it on one of the cameras, but I don't know where it is.
If you say it's engraved and in Latin, it might be an epitaph. There's an old sailor cemetery just behind the manor. You can access it directly via a small gate. I'll wrap up with Mr. Smith and come back to see you as soon as possible. You're really full of surprises, Miss Cross.
And you haven't seen anything yet. It's time to contact the museum. Maybe they'll know something about Kenneyack, the painter of the missing picture.
Metropolitan Director's Office, hello?
Hello, Ellen Cross speaking.
Hello, Ellen. So, how is your stay in Whitby going?
Very well. I can confirm that Wamberger wanted to send an extra painting to the museum. It was a portrait that was supposedly painted by someone named Kanayek. The professor seemed to be particularly attached to this painting.
Kanayek. That doesn't ring a bell, but I'll do some research. What do you mean by particularly attached?
It's complicated. I found a recording where he talks about the painting. He sounded like he was scared of it.
What on earth are you trying to say?
Apparently his father handed this painting down to him. He kept it a secret. He was convinced that someone was coming to take it away from him. I know it sounds crazy, but the professor was an old man and...
And you think that he was losing his mental faculties? I knew Wamberger very well, and I don't think that he went senile. He was definitely on the eccentric side, but not senile. Find this painting. I'm sure that we'll understand better afterwards.
All right. I'll contact you as soon as I have some news. I can't remove the ivy with my bare hands.